मैं खुदा का बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ कि उसने मुझे इस मुल्क में भेजा है. I will be disappeared. I'll be killed.
Peter Lawrence, a native from Pakistan, puts his life on the line teaching the American military Middle Eastern languages. Returning home now will never be an option for Peter. When you first meet this man, he has a unique way of making a first impression.
I'm Paki P. I love America, baby. I'm your best friend. You call me Paki P. And you will never forget that. I live in Eagle Mountain, and I've been living there for 5 years. I live there because I work at the Camp William, and I joined the army, so it's close to home. And I have 2 children and a wonderful wife, Trista, and Alex and Jason's my boy and girl. I was born and raised in it's a big city called Lahore, and it's the second biggest city in Pakistan. And the Providence is or state is in Punjab. I was born and raised Catholic there, and I went to school. I went to Catholic boarding school. After boarding school, I went to college there for 4 years. While I was going to college, and I met the missionaries, and then I joined the Mormon Church. And I waited for a year, and I also finished my schooling, and then I come on a mission here. You talked to the mission. I served 2 years.
At the end of his mission, Paki Pete begged his mission president that he could stay in Utah. The conditions of his country had deteriorated, and it was no longer safe for him there. Pakistan is predominantly Muslim. The people know only one religion and are taught to tolerate no others.
The scariest thing was is always like being Christian. You gotta be strong in your faith, and you don't mess with Muslims. You never talk about religion to them. Along with this, you never talk to their women. You never talk to their wife. Being Christian, you never talk to their women. They get really angry and upset, and they will kill you.
Paki Pete would find a home with the Army just 5 years ago. He was a diamond in the rough with a unique set of skills that would give our military a fighting chance overseas. He would teach them languages that would lead to lives being saved. His passion for people, teaching, and protecting America would become his living legacy.
I never thought I'd be going to join the army. And I was always a desire to do something good, and good for this country, but never get an opportunity, never get my mind around it. Brother Crockett is my neighbor. He's a major in the army. He said, hey, I want you to meet some people. I think you'll be a great asset for our country. You speak all those languages and stuff, and it'll be good for you and for the country and your family too. So I said, that's what I'm going to do. So I decided to join the army. I speak 4 languages. I speak Hindi, Urdu, Punjabi, and Pashto, and English the 5th. So taught those languages in last 2 years in Camp William. I spent 2 years in this room. We taught Pashto course here. Pashto is really important right now because we are in Afghanistan, and that saves our soldiers' lives. Because we understand, to learning this language, we can understand better what they're talking about and what their plan are. And if we find some documents, we can translate it or read it so we can get the information. I'm with the Bravo 141. My military intelligence, which use the languages and stuff. We do translate stuff, and we do military intelligence stuff over there. But at the Camp William, that's my job. Last 2 years, I was involved with the Pashto course. Pashto they speak in Afghanistan. There's 2 major languages they speak, Dari and Pashto. So we were teaching to our soldier Pashto course. They are committed to a 1-year course. And they come every day, 8 hours a day. We just like having school. मैं ज़रा मसरूफ़ था तो करेंगे दोबारा से बात. नहीं कॉल करें मुझे दोबारा फ़ोन. अभी मैं मसरूफ़ हूँ ज़रा तो कॉल करेंगे बात. I've been here 19 years now, and yes, I am afraid. I'm scared to go back, and because along with this, I joined the along with a Christian, also I joined the United States Army, and we know that we have a war going on in Afghanistan, and also the Pakistani government, because of drone attacks happening over there too. So they are pretty angry about the U.S. Army. And last year we also killed 24 soldiers by mistakenly. That was happened where Pakistani soldier, we killed it. So they are pretty angry about that. And if they find out, if I go back, and I'm sure they already know that, because when I talk to my family, they ask me, what you do and stuff like that. But I try to not tell them too much. I just tell them, I do this and this, or I'm a janitor on the side. So, if they find out, I will be arrested if I go back, and I will be tortured for the information what I do for the army, or other information what my officers does, or what I do over there. So I'm afraid of that. I will be disappeared, and nobody will find me where I am. Besides the government know where I am, but I'll be killed. Like I came here to this country, $40 in my pocket, and I grew up very poor. Wasn't have all the things anything you want to buy or anything you want to eat. Go open the fridge and start eating it. Wasn't that like that either. So coming here, I got so much blessed, and here, and thinking all this, I was riding bicycle everywhere, to work, to go to school. I ride bicycle everywhere. And now I drive around a car, and every morning I sit in my car and I say my little prayer to Heavenly Father, how much He blessed me here, and warm house to live in, and all kind of good thing, and I'm really grateful for that. I would just want to do my part to this country. They give me that much good stuff and good thing. I want to pay my contribution to this. That's why I joined the army. And since I joined the army, I love it. I love it. Everybody likes me. They are happy to be around me, and everybody call me Paki P, and I like it. I'm a public servant. I work for the army because this is my passion. I joined the army. It's so much fun. It's given me so much happiness when I see the people come to me and say thank you, shake my hand and say thank you for your service. And I feel like I'm really important person, and I'm doing a really good part. And there's a lot of kids come to me and they're so excited, say, Mom, there's soldier right there. And their parents come to me and tell me thank you for your service. And I love that. Beside this, as I have a talent. If I can use this talent to help this country, I am more willing to do it. In this country, which is a free country, you can have your opinion to express, and nobody can discriminate you because you are Christian. And to me, it's a great deal. My family, yes, they are happy I'm in a good place. I have the opportunity to raise my kids here, not over there, because here they have a lot of opportunity. They have a lot to give unto them. 100 to 10%, they're 100% their good life here will be like a 20% there, and they will be poor. It will be really bad for them over there. Be it struggling. People say we struggle here. I don't think so. They struggle here. So you can understand what I'm trying to say here. I'm really blessed. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be in this country and exercising my freedom and protecting our freedom. If that time comes, if I have to die for this country, I'm willing to do that too.
When Peter isn't serving those in his church or teaching Pashto to military personnel, he can be found at one of his new favorite restaurants, Temptations. or even possibly reading one of his favorite books, the Bible, Of Mice and Men, or Green Eggs and Ham. Happy is the man known as Pakistani Pete. I hope one day you will get to meet. Meet him on a boat, meet him in your coat. Meet him on your feet, meet him on the street. His name is Paki Pete. We thank you for your service.
I'm Paki P. I love America, baby.